Hello, amazing moms. It's
Family Fun Friday.
And of course, Family Fun Friday is where we share with you ways to keep the fun in family, because oftentimes motherhood can feel a lot like work, right? It can be exhausting, overwhelming, and even stressful, all the things. And so I want you to be intentional about creating opportunities to enjoy your parenting journey and bond with your family. But first, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, take a moment to do so right now, and don't forget to click that notification bell so that you won't miss an episode, especially our live broadcast. Also, follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Amazing Mom TV. We greatly appreciate your support. Okay, so today we are sharing a game called What's Going On in the Picture. And the way this game works is that you show your kids a photo, the stranger, the better, and then you have each of them to create a short narrative or a short story of what they believe is happening or has happened that led up to this photo. And after everyone has written down their stories, then we all will share. And for my homeschool moms who are watching, this covers a wide variety of requisite educational writing standards, such as how to choose language that expresses ideas precisely and concisely, how to orally describe people, places, things, and events by expressing ideas with relevant details, how to participate in conversations and discussions with groups and peers utilizing agreed upon rules, how to present information orally using complete sentences and appropriate volume. Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
And even for the older kids, how to compose both short and extended narratives, both informative and explanatory, and compose argumentative writings that are clear and coherent, use an appropriate command of language, and demonstrate development, organization, style, and tone that are relevant to task, purpose, and audience, and so much more. So I have posted a free downloadable copy of all of the required educational standards, as well as instructions and images to use for this game at theamazingmom.com. So are you guys ready to play?
Yeah!
So first, everyone will need pencil and paper to write on, and we also need our images. And everyone is going to study the picture and then write a short story on what they believe is happening or has happened. And so instead of papers, we actually have dry erase boards for hours so that they can just swipe and go to the next image. And we're going to try to do maybe 1 to 3 images here. So we are going to start with our first image, guys. What's going on in the picture? So here's our first picture here. All right, there we go. All right, so we have an old lady and she is doing something. I want you guys to come up with a short story of what you think is going on in this photo. So about 3 to 4 sentences is what we are looking for. So you're gonna write it down, and then after you've written down what you think is going on in the photo or what led up to this photo, then we're gonna share our responses with each other. All right, I wanna write. I'm good, man. Yeah, y'all still writing? A short story, guys. Short story.
Oh, it might be a story.
Well, short, like just what you think going on, or like just a creative way of explaining what happened. All right, so is everybody done?
Yes, ma'am.
She said almost. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm done. See, they can actually see mine.
Okay, so I'll go first. All right, I'll go first. All right, this is what I wrote. What's going on in the photo? And this is what I think is going on in this photo. Some teenagers saw this old woman walking down the street. They began mocking her. So she went to the nearest building to scale the wall and to show them that even in her old age, she's still got it.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
Let's go in order of age.
Well, you were supposed to go first, but go ahead.
Right.
I'm not older than you.
I'm
not older than him.
Sarah's grandmother was so frustrated that no one would give her rock climbing lessons. Everyone said she was too old, and I'm adding this now, and it was just too dangerous.
Okay.
So she began to practice on her own by climbing everything she could.
That's adorable. I love it. Okay. Okay, that's top nine. Okay, what do you think is going on in the photo, Madaha?
Oh, I didn't make up a story. I just said what I saw. So,
Okay.
A Russian woman is caught scaling a doorway by two cameras. Perhaps she mistook the detailed area above the door for stained glass windows and wanted to peer inside them.
That was good. Okay, Francois. I mean,
Poetry, man.
I know. I think clapping is kind of loud.
Nah, it's my turn. It's my turn.
No,
Excuse me, just because you're taller than me
It's
does
your older
not
brother,
mean.
me.
Okay, so this old lady was about to get hit by a bus. She ran to the sidewalk for safety, but then there was a plant and someone threw a bag of Cheetos in there, and when they threw it, it spilled. The Cheetos spilled on the sidewalk and it attracted some ants. But she has a high allergic reaction to ants, so she jumped out the door and she's looking down, waiting for them to clear out and finish eating the Cheetos.
Oh wow. Okay. So we said creative.
Clear out the Cheetos. She gonna be waiting there a long time.
She's not the smartest. She was standing in the road
I
until the
see
bus
she's not that
came.
bright.
She said she got some serious abs and she gonna wait that long.
She's planking on the door.
Alright, so Tyler, what's going on in the photo?
First of all, she can't be climbing the wall to the top of the building because there's an overhang like right there. It's in your face, like
Okay.
there's door like overhangs.
Okay.
So what I think is she's spying on some food inside of the door, and she's climbing up the wall through the window. But there's a security camera right there, so that's not good.
So you know what? I didn't even notice the camera till just now. You mentioned the camera, but I just saw it.
POV is from another camera, it looks like.
Okay,
Because it's so
interesting.
pixelated.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Big security cameras.
Okay, awesome. All right, Angie, what's going on in the photo?
So I think that lady is one of those Karens that schedule an appointment, but then they're late, and so but their account still gets charged.
So she's trying to break in the building.
They don't stop. They don't stop until they get what they paid for.
So you say this is a woman described as a Karen who didn't make her appointment and she got charged anyway, and so she's shown up to the place to get what she's paid for. Okay. She's begging to get what she's paid for. Okay. Creative. Really? What do you think is going on?
So I think the lady just walked down since it's fall right now. She's been walking and while she's walking, she got really cold. So she ran and then she climbed the gate and realized because she was gonna climb through the gate because the road seemed pretty clear. But she didn't notice the security camera there. So she was going to climb the gate and get inside the house or just like bang on the door and ask for somebody to come open it.
Why?
Because
Because she's cold.
Oh, because she cold and she trying to get in. Okay.
Is she homeless?
No.
She was walking down the road. You think she's been walking for a while, so she can't just walk back home.
So it's been cold. I'm sorry, I'm just...
No, she got cold and nobody's on the street, so she's trying to see if she can get in this building, right? I like
The
it.
temperature dropped like in the last 3 minutes.
3 hours.
Okay.
She just
I got you.
okay, so she's been cold and she just fed up with the cold. She's like, okay, I can't take it anymore. I need to get inside of the building.
Or she can get warm by doing that, by planking on the door.
Naya, what is going on in the photo?
I know that. She was late for something, so she was trying to open the door, but she hit her head.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. Because she got her head like, okay.
Ooh.
Wait, how'd she get in the middle of the door? How'd she get up high?
No, she was trying to like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, take the
You know those people in the movies that will be trying to get in,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll be like climbing
they climb
over
on the door
and this tug
and shake.
on shake the door.
And then she hit her head and
yeah.
it just hung there.
She passed out just hanging on
She
the door.
passed out playing.
She didn't pass out, but she got hurt.
Jossie, what's going on in the photo?
Oh, Johnson, tell us
It
what you got.
looks like she is climbing a door and she is in public doing it, and she looks happy even though she is in public because it's like she is showing she can move around.
All right.
Ooh.
Good job, guys.
Or she can.
All right, on to photo number 2. Okay, what's going on in the photo? Write it down.
What in the world? I already know what mine is.
Yep,
I already know what mine
Right.
is.
Okay, well, just write it. No.
Well, you still need to write it and read it to us.
But I
Because
don't need to read.
we're working on your writing skills. Writing is a part of the activity too. Y'all write novels. Mine is short.
Novel.
All right, so we are ready for our presentations, and this time we're gonna start with the youngest to oldest.
So Mama gonna last.
Easy.
I'm not going.
So I'm going
I
last.
am not the oldest person on this screen here.
So
Okay, Johnson, start us out. What's going on in the photo?
it looks like the shots are trying to find a way up the escalator where all the people are so they can eat all the people up the escalator.
He says it looks like the sharks are trying to find a way up the escalator so that they can eat all the people who are at the top of the escalator. All right. Nadia, what's going on in the photo?
I think somebody turned on the hose to kill everyone, and it made a big flood, and the man came up and got ashamed of what he had done. Then why the shark didn't say anything about because the sharks? he was making the flood
flood
so
was so
that
big,
the
the
sharks could kill the people.
So you're saying
Who is this man without?
So the man.
Y'all don't know what this powerful man.
So you said that the man to kill
I
him.
see him. Okay, all right. Quelly, what's going on in the photo?
Yeah.
why is he standing there in the water?
I don't know.
Because he's the shark whisperer.
Oh, I thought there was a platform at first.
Anyway.
There's some people right here too.
Yeah.
All right, Quelly's turn.
You do.
I do.
After Willie has been freed, they were hoping that they brought Willie back after they thought that it was cleared. So they put the sharks in there while the boy that liked Willie and trained Willie standing right there is the one who caught the sharks. And the man on the side is the one who put them in there and he caught him. That's why he's still looking at him.
Okay, so wait. So the boy.
He's hoping that the sharks will eat Willie when they put him back in.
We're watching Willie.
Oh, okay.
With popcorn after.
Well,
Yes, our family has really been into Free Willy.
No, we
lately,
haven't.
So
I
yes,
love
we
Willie.
almost cried. Your eyes was watering.
I
He almost cried. He almost cried. She cried. She cried. I almost
I
cried.
did not almost
He
cry.
almost cried.
Wait, I did not almost.
I haven't.
And so the rest of our family hasn't seen Free Willy yet, so we're going to watch it tonight with Pop.
No.
What? Next, who's next?
Angie.
All right, Angie, what's going on in the photo?
So in the world, like this is a real thing. There's this actual golf course with, like, in the water, there are actual living sharks in there, and the reason that there are sharks in there is because there is a flood. There was a flood one day of like some heavy rain, and so some sharks from the ocean, they were just like wandering around until they ended up in like the water section of the golf course. And so then when the flood like lowered down, they were still in the water section. So I just sharks in the golf section.
Okay, so what does that have to do with our photo?
This is how they got there.
And it looks like.
Okay, so this is like a scene on the way to the golf course. All right. Okay.
Wait, first of all, y'all sure those are sharks?
They look like
Yeah,
sharks to me. What else could they be?
Oh, wait.
Well,
Normal.
That is not a way. They could be really.
But he has a point.
Well, they're not
They
that
could-
big.
they
They could be
like
really.
dolphins.
They could be really.
Whales are much bigger than that.
All right, and Chloe.
Thinking that, like,
All right, here we go.
My
Next
turn.
story.
Hey.
No tagging.
Alright, so they were building one of those special walls with a glass for the floor, and then there were the sharks under the water. And then
Nice.
the sharks became aware of universes beyond their own, so they tried to break the glass.
I love that.
And then the filter malfunctioned, so only the hose worked. So now the hose is just blowing, and then the water is just filling up. And then the sharks finally broke through the glass, and now there's just nothing but the sharks, and they're just conquering.
So it started out as this really cool mall with a glass floor.
So my story was that there was a man and he was working in the sewers, but he got put in charge. But his boss told him don't open up a certain part of the sewers because they were supposed to be working on something. But he didn't tell him what it was. But he got curious, so he wandered off from the rest of the team, and then he opened it up, but because he wanted to see what was in there, and nothing was happening, so he just left. But then he went back to the city or whatever, and he saw that it was all flooded, and he opened the part to the ocean, and it flooded them all, and he realized that he had opened the part of the sewer that leads to the ocean.
All
I had was ice.
Okay.
King
All right.
of cold season.
All right, Madonna.
Alright, y'all ready for this story?
Yeah.
Okay. So the man who's staring in the corner is the game master of a punishment chamber. Now, what happens is the two other men are also members, but that man is like the head honcho over there.
Okay.
And the victim is off screen, awaiting at the top of the steps, tied up to where they'll be pushed down to their doom, bound by ropes, and awaiting the hungry sharks.
Oh my gosh, that's
As
intense.
the men all watch.
Okay, this got serious all of a sudden. All
I
right,
to watch what y'all watching on Netflix.
mine is a little more lighthearted.
A little.
A film crew rented out the local mall to film the latest sequel to the movie Jaws. Things got out of hand.
Yeah,
That's all I put.
That's pretty cool.
All right, what do you
Okay,
got?
so mine is in the immediate aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, sharks are found swimming on the lower level of the local Target. Maybe they are looking to purchase the latest surfboard.
I laughed at the crickets after
we were just like,
that was good, man. That was good.
It's like one of those
Yeah.
4th grade stories.
yeah.
That the
That's
glass has
so
to read.
Like, has it
Say
in
what?
control.
What you say?
They'll be like, Mike has 782
Maybe
onions.
Maybe the sharks were looking for purchase to like a surfboard. That was so good. Now, I do want to remind everyone that I do have these free downloadable images and more, as well as our required educational standards for homeschooling at theamazingmom.com. And so for our third and final image that we're going to use today, it was chosen by McKinney for the family. And so here is our final image, and let's see what everyone comes up with. What is going on in this photo?
She already is writing. She's cheating, Mommy. Choose another.
It's not a race. I wanted her to pick it. I asked her to choose this one. All right, so what's going on in this photo? You can start writing now. You want to start too? Everybody. I'm gonna do something else.
Wait, I want to see it first.
Wait, I may see it. I gotta see if I come up with something.
Mine isn't dark this time. Elephants are also getting killed, not for
Elephants
food,
are
but in
animated.
ivory in their tufts. But even if you, and then people might be like, oh, well, why don't they just cut the tufts off and then let the elephant like just live? Well, because that's their defense mechanism. So there's really no point.
That's why you shouldn't be doing that in the first place.
I know, like
Just stop. You don't
the
have to
reason
have
that
it.
giraffes
If
are
you
going
really
extinct-
cared about the elephants, then you wouldn't do that at all.
but that's the point, they don't care.
Well, then why would they say? Then why would they just keep? Then why would they
No,
say
because
they're not
like-
doing the whole elephant?
No, because when you come up with another solution, it's kind of like, no, that's actually my logic.
No,
because, like, people
whoa.
are killing the whole elephant just for one part, just like shark fin soup. You might just be like, well, why don't you just take that part off of the elephant since you need it so that, and let the rest of the elephant live? Well, then you realize that it can't live without that part.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like, if they could kill the whole thing, then they might as well just take off that part and leave the elephant too.
That's what we're saying.
Oh, I thought you were saying something else. Oh,
Giraffes are going extinct because people are using their hide as like, well, they're using it for clothes, for rugs, and they're also using their neck bones to make jewelry.
Okay.
Being like, yeah, this necklace is made out of giraffe.
Oh, I got a good one. All right, so once again, we're going to start with the youngest to the oldest for our final descriptions on what is going on in the photo. So we will start with you again, Jossie. What do you think is going on in the photo? This one was hard.
no, it doesn't. It looks like Free Willy, but really the elephant, and really not free yet, and it takes place at a desert, and Willy's on the only tree at the desert, and it's trying. And he's trying to breathe.
Oh.
That's
trying to breathe.
Did he get in the tree so he can breathe, Jossie? Did he get in the tree so he can breathe?
Well, I mean, there is a lot of particles.
I mean, see, look, there's no other tree at the desert.
Oh, he's trying to breathe because there's no trees. So there's no oxygen. That is so complex and mature. That was so advanced, Jossie.
That tree doesn't have any leaves, though.
It was. He said trying to breathe because there's no trees. That was genius. I get it. I love
Free
it.
Willy X the Lorax.
All right, Kinaya.
I think it's a movie and has no water to drink, so he is starving. I think he knows how his family is gone now.
Okay. Clearly, what's going on in the photo?
First of all, this picture doesn't make sense. I don't know how the elephant is supposed to sit on a tree. First of all, he's in the desert. Elephants don't live in deserts.
Yes,
Okay,
they live in the Sahara.
He went up the tree
What you wrote?
because he burnt because the ground is like. He's on the tree because the ground is too hot.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
No, but read yours.
That's what it says.
That's what it is.
Alright, Anzie.
Oh no. So there's this box.
A box elephant.
Like, he has nowhere to go, basically.
Okay.
It's all water.
Dog water. Stuff.
Okay, let's go.
This elephant that's so free. And so Shutterstock.com, they found this picture of this elephant and they're like, hey, wanna come? We're selling this elephant. Call what? That number down there.
Wait, so is that so Shutterstock is selling this elephant? Is this elephant real or fake?
It's real.
It's real.
Look, this all making
So
collide trees.
Shutterstock,
Call this number to buy it.
so Shutterstock is selling the elephant, and that's the phone number at the bottom that you can call. Okay, I like that. I really like that.
Which one did
Alright.
you like the most?
Alright.
so far?
Sitwali.
I actually have two.
Okay, I have
So the
three.
first one I thought of was this elephant is wandering in the desert and he found a tree. A tree, like he's wandering in the desert and he finds a tree. And that's like the only tree like ever in the desert. So he's staying there to appreciate what is that tree.
Oh, I like it. He found the only tree and he's sitting there to appreciate it.
But with every other thing sitting there to appreciate the trees, though? Or
No.
yes, they found some other trees.
He found it first.
Yeah, he found it first.
All right, McKinney.
Another one.
I'm just adding to y'all
My
stuff.
story said, okay.
Oh,
I wasn't
He
done.
had a second one. He had a second one.
Mom, it was also an ad about asthma. Yes, ma'am. And that was the company that
So it was also an asthma ad.
Wait, what does that have to do with asthma though? What is
The tree is dead.
So he
There's
can't
no
breathe.
in the desert. What else?
He's out. Wait, so like the tree is dead and it can't breathe because the elephant is sitting on it, and then it's the desert, so it's already arid, so you can't really
Yeah.
get air.
All right, so McKinney, what's going on in the photo?
Okay, so there was an elephant, and he lost his herd to a wolf. Well, it wasn't a wolf attack. It was his herd got attacked by a live animal. Yeah, and so he became lonely because he was the only survivor. So he started wandering through the Sahara, but all day, and he saw some birds in a tree. So. And he decided to sit in a tree to see if he could find more elephants. So he sat in a tree, but he got distracted from finding them because once he sat in the tree, it died and the birds flew away, and he got sad about that. So then he just watched the birds fly into the distance because he felt like that was the last time he'd ever see some life, and he knew that from then he'd never be accepted because when he sat on the tree, it died, and the birds flew away from him.
What? Madonna,
Yeah.
read yours.
Okay, so Dumbo. Dumbo was having an identity crisis because he could fly like a bird, but he was an elephant. And being with the other elephants reminded him of this identity crisis. So he never felt elephant enough, but at the same time, he didn't look like a bird. And he also got bullied. So he decided to flee the herd and fly up to a tree with his big ears to take a break And he flew ahead on the path that they were going to. So he just needs to take a breather and tap into his other side, his bird side. So he perched in the tree like a bird and is waiting for his mom and the rest of the herd to catch up.
All right, I like that. That was cute.
That
Okay,
was
so I had several. My first one was too dark. Do y'all want to hear it?
Yes.
You want to hear my dark one?
Yes.
Okay, so my first one was this elephant didn't make it on the ark, and so he found a high place to sit before the floods came.
Oh
That was my first one. And then my second one I said was, do y'all know
Let the
when I
sun
was
shine.
when I was growing up, they used to always say that elephants were afraid of mice. So I put this elephant has come across one too many mice.
That's a good one. I like that one.
You
That's
do?
the best one so far.
Okay, well I'm gonna say my best one for last. Okay, so the third one I just came up with. Well, it was the fourth, but it's the third one I'm gonna share. A group of arborists, which are the people who study trees, a group of arborists were conducting a branch strength test, and this is how they did it. So they were actually trying to see how strong the tree was. And lastly, this is the one, y'all. Y'all ready? Okay. This is where Big Al spends his time until the next football season.
That's fun.
Yay! Roll Tide.
I like the one about the mouse.
Big Al is the University of my alma mater mascot.
We're laughing.
This is where Big Al spends his time
But that's
when he's waiting on the
he
next
has
football
no
season.
purpose.
So
Literally, he's in the desert.
Y'all,
with no
that was
food and a damn
good.
tree.
That was good.
All right, so
All right, Daddy's turn.
So talking about the shadow on a tree.
All right, Daddy's turn. Daddy's turn.
mine takes a little delving into, you know.
What is the story?
It's
Let's
kind of
go.
deep, you know. It's not a story.
Okay.
This is the power of fidget spinners.
What?
Mhm.
Okay. Explain.
So fidget spinners are so intrinsic. Is it intrinsic? That like they're so mesmerizing and so captivating and all of that good stuff that even the elephant is mesmerized by an image, not a real, but an image of a fidget spinner. See the fidget spinner?
Oh,
in
it's
the
a
sky?
fidget spinner cloud, guys. I see it. See, that's the middle, and then these are little the spinners right here.
Mhm.
Y'all see it?
Yes,
So the elephant is mesmerized, same way we would be mesmerized by playing with fidget spinners.
Right.
Right. Of course, Daddy
The
said
fidget
that.
spinner. So this is the middle, and then these are the spinners. So again, this game is called What's Going On in the Picture. We hope you enjoyed watching us play it, and if you did, please share this video with all of the other amazing moms that you know. Don't forget to check out our new merch store, guys, at theamazingmom.com/store, where we have merch for our moms, our dads, and our little ones that will make great gifts for the holidays, birthdays, and every day. Moms, let's keep the fun in family, and as I always say, girl, you got this. See you next time. Bye.
And don't forget to